I always thought retirement would make life easier. No alarm clock, no work stress, no bosses, meetings, commutes, or endless responsibilities wearing us down every day. I even imagined it might become the gentlest season of our lives. Coffee together in the morning, walks in the afternoon, slow dinners at night. Finally, we would have time for each other. But reality was different. He became irritable. He became critical. One ordinary sentence could suddenly turn into an argument. The house became quieter, but somehow the air felt heavier. Sometimes I looked at the person beside me and silently asked, "What happened to you?" But the deeper question was really, what happened to us? Later, I slowly began to understand. Retirement is not just the end of work. Sometimes retirement is a quiet kind of loss. A person does not only lose a paycheck. He may lose the feeling of being needed. He may lose routine. He may lose a role that others recognized. He may lose the identity that supported their self-worth for decades. Before retirement, he knew where to go every morning. But after retirement, the door closed. The world kept moving forward, but it stopped calling his name. This does not mean his temper is right. It does not mean her criticism should simply be accepted. Pain is still pain. Pressure is still pressure. I used to think he was just trying to create problems. Later, I realized maybe he was not trying to control me. Maybe he simply felt his whole world had gone out of control. So he began controlling small things at home. Where the chair should be placed, how loud the television should be, what time dinner should happen. Because when someone loses the larger stage outside the home, they may turn the home into the only place they can still control. And the person closest to them often becomes the outlet for their emotions. It is not fair, but this is where many homes begin to grow cold. But I also have to be honest, understanding him does not mean I am not hurt. I am tired too. I want peace too. I want to come home without carefully reading his mood. Sometimes I think, you retired, but somehow I became the place where all your emotions land. You lost your job, but why do I have to lose the peace of my home? These thoughts make me feel guilty, because I know he is struggling too. We do not stop loving the person. We simply become worn down by their emotions. I once heard a story. There was a retired man who wiped the dining table every morning, not once, but many times. If his wife placed a cup on it, he frowned. If his grandchild left crumbs, he became angry. One day, his daughter asked him, "Dad, why do you care so much about this table?" He was silent for a long time. Then he said, "Because at work, every morning there was a desk waiting for me. There were papers on it, a phone, people who needed me. Now there is none of that." He looked at the dining table and lowered his voice. "This is the only thing I can still keep in order." He was not really angry at the table. He was angry at the loss of order in his life. He wanted to feel useful again. Sometimes we see someone as stubborn, critical, difficult, but inside they may be asking, do I still matter? Am I still needed? After retirement, does anyone still see me? Retirement also brings another shock. Two people suddenly spend too much time together. Before, we each had our own rhythm. He went to work. I had my own tasks. We met at certain moments of the day, instead of overlapping all day long. But after retirement, the home becomes a full-time shared space. Even breathing seems closer. Small habits become louder. Sounds we used to ignore become irritating. Differences that once seemed harmless become daily friction. This does not mean love has disappeared. It means the distance inside the marriage has been rewritten. Love needs closeness, but love also needs space. The question is, how do we live under the same roof and find a comfortable distance again? One day I tried to stop seeing only his temper. I began to see his grief. He sat on the sofa looking like he was doing nothing. But maybe inside, he was going through a long goodbye. Goodbye to his younger self. Goodbye to the role of being needed. I had not simply become harsh. Maybe I was afraid of aging, afraid of losing control, afraid that life from now on would only mean waiting. I still got angry. I still felt tired. But I no longer only wanted to fight back. I began to understand that some people do not become difficult after retirement. They finally stop moving, and they do not know how to face themselves. But I want to be very clear. Understanding does not mean silently enduring everything. Empathy does not mean allowing yourself to be hurt. I know this season has been hard for you, but you cannot speak to me like that. I am willing to listen, but I am not willing to be attacked. We can face these changes together, but I cannot carry all your emotions alone. Mature love is not tolerating everything. Mature love is being willing to see your pain while also protecting my own heart. Marriage is not one person rescuing the other. Marriage is two people learning how to become teammates again in a new stage of life. Retirement is not an empty space. It is an invitation to learn how to live again. I no longer see retirement as someone stepping off the stage. I see it more as a chance to meet each other again. Maybe the person beside me is losing an old version of themselves. Maybe I am also losing the marriage rhythm I used to know. But loss does not only bring breaking. Sometimes loss forces us to ask more honest questions. What do you need now? What are you afraid of? How can I support you without being hurt by you? These questions are hard, but they carry more hope than silence. Sometimes a marriage is not repaired by one grand romantic gesture. It is repaired by one softer response, one honest boundary that does not wound, one conversation that is willing to begin again. So, if your spouse has become difficult after retirement, do not be too quick to turn them into the enemy. And do not force yourself to become someone who simply endures forever. Maybe what you are truly facing is not each other. Maybe you are facing a new season, a season of lost identity, rediscovered value, and relearning how to live together. You can have love, and you can have boundaries. You can understand him, and you can take care of yourself. Most importantly, do not let retirement become the ending of your marriage. Let it become the beginning of learning how to love each other a second time, because that difficult person may not have stopped loving you. He may simply be lost, and you do not have to carry the whole home alone. You can still walk slowly, speak slowly, find each other slowly, not by going back to who you were before, but by moving together towards something more mature, more honest, and more gentle.